Hey. Oh my gosh, do I have anything in my teeth?
Do I? No. You look beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
After we wrap with Jaina Ortiz and
Gabriella Ortiz, aka Gaby.
Thank you so much. ¿Qué pasó? Indeed.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for the outpouring love. All this excitement around After We Wrap, and for, tuning in, subscribing. Also, social media. After We Wrap show. We're going to have so many things, so many new, exciting, fun, little
We're gonna have
little
some
gifts,
guests.
little
I
nuggets.
know, I'm excited.
New guests. Not new guests. Guests, period.
Guests,
right.
period. Yes.
Special guests. But okay, part 2 to Gaby Ortiz.
Oh my gosh.
We were talking about Shane Hartline.
Yeah.
And him slipping into your DMs.
And slipping into my DMs and 5 years later becoming my husband.
Holy.
Isn't that crazy?
Smokes. All right. So.
The biggest crush on this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
He
like
didn't
that.
know. He didn't know.
You didn't know.
I liked his posts like every time. And I think that's where he got the hint. Oh, this girl
he was like
might
Mr.
like
Popular in
me.
Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Everybody was talking about Shane Hartline and Rock of
goodness.
Ages. And
So when did you move? Did you move to Los Angeles by yourself, or did you move together with him?
I moved with him, but I did move to Atlanta by myself.
Gotcha.
And then 5 years later, I met him, and it was interesting because outside of the pandemic, it was like right around the timeline that I had given myself, the time to be in Atlanta. It was like 4 to 5 years in Atlanta, and then hopefully I would gather enough credits to go to LA with somewhat of a heavy resume. The heavy resume didn't happen.
It was light.
It was light. But the man happened, and so he was like, "Hey, I gotta go back to LA. I'm not clicking with Atlanta," and I was like, "Okay." I was terrified.
And
but
what year was this?
2020, literally 2 weeks before lockdown. No joke. My car was being because we had it shipped and it was being delivered, and then within 2 weeks it was just sitting there gathering dust because we were inside. Yeah, not crazy. So in a weird way, I am kind of thankful that I got to move to LA when there was a reset in the world. So because I didn't get to experience the crazy traffic, even though there's always traffic, but so far I haven't had that bad of a traffic experience. And then I guess also people's energy,
Yeah. Wait, so how long were you and Shane living together before you moved out to LA?
how long? 3. We've moved in within 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. Because also
so this was having just moved in, and then the pandemic. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
because we lived together in Atlanta for a few months.
Okay.
And it made sense because my rent my lease was about to expire. And so he was like, "Why don't you just move in?" And I was like, okay. I've only known you for 3 months. So papito Dios, help me. Yeah.
How was your mom's reaction?
Oh, my mom was like, "Tú estás loca? Are you crazy? You just met this guy. You don't know nothing about him." And I was like, "Mommy, he's nice. He says he loves me. I don't know. He's cute.
He loves me.
He's cute. He treats me right. He takes me out to dinner every night."
He's respectful.
Yeah, he's respectful. Yeah, no, he's
Sweet.
got all the qualities.
And all the things.
Yeah, all the qualities that I have listed down.
And 3
what
years
I want
later,
in a man.
ring on the finger.
On my
Can
finger.
we take a look at this rock? I mean, sometimes I even just stare at it. 'Cause
I know.
I'm like, wow, stunning. This needs to zoom in. Can we zoom? Yep. And sparkle. Thank you very much. I'm proud of it.
It's a beautiful ring. When he opened the box, what's funny is
tell me about the proposal.
So
because mine clearly was
yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Okay, that's good.
No idea. So originally, I come to learn later that it was supposed to be in Puerto Rico during and he proposed New Year's Eve, and because of the pandemic, numbers were rising, so we were nervous of flying because of work, and so we decided to stay in Florida. Shane's crying I'm like, mijo, es Puerto Rico. It's going to be there. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, why is he crying about my island?
Yeah.
That's so sweet. He really wants to go to my island. His mom's like, with this if only you knew face. And then luckily one of my aunt in Tampa saved the day. And so, he did it in Tampa, St. Pete Beach. And it was so funny because I was there with my family, and with my family in Tampa, we always take a picture when the sunset time comes. And so it was like normal. Okay, we're going to get our traditional sunset picture. I'm doing my makeup, taking my time. I realize no one's doing their makeup. I'm like, okay, why am I the only one doing why am I the only one getting pretty? And my mom's like, I don't know, ¿qué está pasando? Mom had no idea.
Oh, your mom didn't know.
They didn't. The only one that didn't know. And
do you think she would have ruined it if she knew?
Yeah, she'd still ruined it. I'll get into it.
Are you kidding me?
It was cute, but it was also like, coño, mami. So everyone's like so excited, and I'm like, what is happening? And then come 4:00, my aunt's like, okay, Gabriella, we have to go. I'm like, I'm not even done with my mascara. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let me just whatever. And I'm like, la 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 la, and I'm like holding hands or holding arms with my mom. And I was like, and I see my little cousin hiding in a bush, and I was like, Chloe, what are you doing? And she's like not talking. She's just like, I was like, Chloe, what you doing? And then as we get closer, I see the petals on the floor, and I go into. I really wanted to run to him and hug him, but I was like, keep your composure, because I'm sure there's cameras around. And also, I didn't want. I don't know. I was just like, for some reason, when I understood what was happening, I was like, act normal, act normal, act normal, act normal. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Because one side of my brain was like, I want to absorb this moment. Oh my God. And then the other side of my brain was like, oh my God, yes. Without even him asking, I was already saying yes. And so I get close to him, and he's bawling. And I'm shocked. I'm like, I was just like,
completely numb.
I couldn't understand what was happening. People are walking, their dogs behind us. I'm just like, what was happening? And so my soul comes out, and my soul's like, bye bitch, you got this. It's like completely abandoning me. And I'm like, no, I need you, Conscious. Where are you going? Like, I was just like shocked. And I come to find out later that apparently my mother was standing right here, right behind me. Shane's trying to say this romantic thing, and you hear in the video my aunt Maida, my mom's name's Maida, Maida, and you see my mom backing out, and she's like, what's happening? It was so funny. I say yes. He opens the box. I genuinely forgot that there's a ring. I'm like, sure. Yeah, I did. I swear. Cause all I wanted was to say yes. I was just ready to say yes. So I was just like,
oh my God, this is
and then he opens the box, and I'm like, oh my God, the ring, I forgot. And then when I see this thing, you can see my expression was like, what the
eyes?
I genuinely was like, what? I couldn't talk. I was just like, what is this beautiful piece of jewelry that you have put on my finger? And it's just,
oh my God, I love
and
that.
meanwhile, my mom's hugging me.
Mom, get out. Just let us have this one moment. Jesus.
That umbilical cord is still there. She's still attached.
I could imagine.
It was cute. Baby. It was very cute and genuine. And at the same time, it was like, coño, mami. Like, that was my moment.
Wait, she was hugging you while
she was
you
hugging.
Were hugging?
Well, I kiss him, and then we hug. And then my mom comes behind us and hugs the three of us.
No, Mom.
And my tia's like, his mom's like,
oh my God. Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I was so mad at her, and like it was
but also like, I love that you love me that much, but also,
and then also, coño mami, what the hell?
Yeah,
and then it was
she's probably like living vicariously through you.
Hope maybe, because like, she's divorced, had 3 failed marriages, and so it's just like, I also, because I've seen divorce in my family, so I have like this thing where it's just like, I can't do that. I'm not going to let that happen to my life. And so when I went to, right before the day I flew to Puerto Rico to start looking at venues, because obviously I knew I needed to do this in my island. I was like, I'm making sure that this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get married before I go to Puerto Rico and start looking at venues. This is it, because I'm not divorcing. I literally looked at him in the eye and I was like, I'm not divorcing.
Oh, you heard that.
That is not a
Shane
choice.
Hotline. She's not divorcing. You know what's so crazy? I knew while shooting Station 19, Shane told us that he was proposing in December. And we were like, what? That's amazing. Get out of here. And he had it all planned. He said it's going to be in Puerto Rico. We knew all the details right before it all went. It all happened. And
and you and I had only met one time.
One time. Well, yeah, briefly. Yeah. I remember him saying, "You're Puerto Rican, right? Because my girlfriend's Puerto Rican too, and I feel like you girls would get along." And it was instant. And he told me something about like a reggaeton artist, and I was like, "Well, I don't really," but we all like as soon as we met, you know, it kind
was
of
like click,
kindred spirits instantly, but.
Yeah, because I remember him because he told me, he's like, oh, I told Jane about the music video, but I don't know, I don't.
You had just done that music.
And to me it was a big deal because, because the two artists, one of them, Don Omar, was making a comeback. You know the song "Ma mano arriba", Don Omar, and so you have Residente de "Atrévete, salte del closet." Yeah, that one. And so you have Residente, who's a big, artist in Puerto Rico, and Don Omar, who's making a comeback, who hasn't done music in years, and it was like the big comeback. Like in Puerto Rico, when I got back to PR. The video was playing in all the billboards, and I was like, ah! And I'm making out with a woman in the video, and I have this machetera. When I have a machete, I'm holding it. I'm just making out with, because it was an army thing, you know, like it was a statement saying like, you know, leave us alone. You know, if I'm in love with a woman, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I felt so proud of that. He gave me that Residente, you know, gave me the chance to partake in his music video, because the song was un flow hijo de puta, so it's called like flow HP vengo con un flow, and it's just like saying like, I got this flow and nobody's gonna take it away from me. And I remember leaving the set and I'm just like, I just left the set music video for Residente and Don Omar, and it was a machetera. Heck yeah, this is so patriotic. Oh my gosh, it's just saying a huge statement, and
I love that.
It was fun. And the girl that was my love interest, she was so nervous. She was so cute. She's not an actress. She was just a friend of a friend. And
wait, how was it like kissing a girl for the music video?
It's beautiful. It really is. Great. Kissing a woman is beautiful. At least in my experience. Anytime. I'm sorry, Mom.
No, that's great. I wasn't expecting beautiful. I wasn't expecting beautiful. Like I was expecting.
It's so different. It's just so.
I feel like it would be
gentle,
delicate.
Like,
yeah.
That has been the feeling that I've had when I made out with women.
Plural. Amen.
And I hope my mom never listens to this because
no, it's great. I remember doing that in high school.
Yeah,
because we were just like exploring, experimenting. Like, ooh, what is it like?
What is this feeling? What is
in the bathroom.
But you know what's weird. Crazy? Yeah, in the back of my head, I was like, this is wrong. I'm gonna go to hell.
Really?
Yeah. Not in the music video, not when we were shooting, but in general.
Yeah.
Because I grew up Catholic, and so
that's so crazy. I never associated it with like a sin or something bad. I was just like, oh, this is different. This is like.
So my entire like, I swear to like, not even a couple of years ago, I was okay with the memory of me making out with other women.
Yeah.
But before I was just like, I could never tell anyone.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Because it was just like this guilt, this Catholic guilt, and like this, I don't know if it's my upbringing, my family, my the
Same.
Catholic part, and it's
I went
just
to
like
Catholic school too.
And then when I realized, when people told me like, you shouldn't be embarrassed about that, that's normal, that's beautiful that you're exploring your sexuality, I was like, I'm okay, this is okay. I cried in my car.
Wow. That's
a friend of mine told me, she was like, you shouldn't feel embarrassed about that, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, are you like, I feel so, it was
interesting.
it was a moment in my car.
Wow. Okay, so I need to switch gears a little bit.
Yes.
What is the one talking, speaking of kissing women, what do you like to do for fun? And what do you what are your hobbies?
I love to sleep.
You know what? That's interesting that you say that, because I feel like for so long it was associated with like laziness. Yes. Lack of being productive and like, and now we've gotten to a point where we've embraced
rest.
Rest.
The hustle
it's like
culture is like, we realize that it's so toxic, and it doesn't, at least in our generation, which I'm very grateful to have been born in this era. I feel like our generation, the next generation, is just gonna be a generation of realizing all the toxicity that past generations have created, and how it carry over for generations. And now we're just like, we're breaking all of those toxic habits. And I'm proud to say that I have been very open to my family in terms of like calling them out on their own bullshit. Like when there's family drama, for example, my mom is sibling, it's 4 kids, 4 of them, so 3 women, 1 man, and they just bicker, and it's constantly attacking each other, and just like tú and that, and I got to a point where I was like, Ma, is that how you want me to be with I don't have any siblings, but like, is that how
your friends with
my friends? Yeah, like, what am I learning from you guys? And like this like attacking each other and blaming each other doesn't work anymore. And even my mom one night, she was just like, in her pride, she was just like, thank you for calling me out and making me realize how I talk to you, how I talk to my siblings. And then there's just a lot of like toxic
accountability
relationship and bullying each other, and I don't know. And I was just like, stop treating your siblings like this, Mom. How like, what are you teaching me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting when you get to that age where you've realized that you've outgrown your parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure like it happens in your late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh wow. And like I'm teaching you something.
And my mom would be like, no me hables así.
Yeah.
Yo soy tu madre.
It teaches you because like
you're
you
my mom,
realize that they're set in their own their
Yes.
ways, and that's what I feel like my mantra is, like, never stop learning. No matter like the day I stop learning is the day I limit myself. Yeah. Which is so,
I love that. Yeah, I love learning. Yeah. Every day.
Constantly growing.
The saying though, I learn a new thing. I love when I say that. Just
okay, so wait, sleep. Yeah. Besides sleep, what else? What else?
Tell
me more about what Gaby loves to do.
I love to read, but I'm such a slow reader that I have to go back to the chapter and read it all over again, and then I get frustrated with myself, and then I don't read anymore. I love to cook, but then it takes so much time. So I love to do so many things, and then when I'm doing it, I'm like, this is so time consuming. Oh, I gotta get out of bed. Oh, I gotta put makeup to go there. And then I don't do it. And then
I'm glad you did this. I'm glad you got up and you put some makeup on and you felt good about yourself, and now you're doing a podcast. Because I'm glad you're aware of all these things. And then,
jokes aside, it's just like, I love anything artistic. I love anything that's art related. I'll be there. Museums, going to the movies, going to go see a play. Any
Being
shows,
in
musical theater,
kids.
yeah, working with kids. I love working with kids, especially in the theater space. It's so fun to like get to witness when a kid is like learning their lines or understanding, what it's like to be on the spotlight, or like right now, the other day we were teaching them how to bow.
Oh.
And they're just like the big star, and I'm just like, yes, baby girl, take it
I
in.
love that.
It's so innocent. And then a little bit of baby me is in there being like, oh, that's yay,
Okay, so question. If you weren't an actress, or if you weren't pursuing this career, if you could choose one other career, what would it be?
The first thing that's going to pop into my head is my marine biologist.
Oh, would never.
I know.
I would never thought that.
Because I love the ocean.
I would have said stylist.
Stylist, I love.
You do love.
Well, I love fashion. Obsessed with fashion. Anything fashion related. I would have closets and closets full of gowns and shoes.
One from Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw's.
Like Sex and the City. I am the Puerto Rican Carrie Bradshaw.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I love it. I'm obsessed. But at this time,
I
don't want to say but. There's no but. I don't want to put but in there.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, I was like, oh no, I want to be an actress. That's it. I can only be an actress. And then I realized that, and things change. The industry is changing, as we go. And now we're allowed to have multiple hats. How beautiful is that? Actress, activist, host, author, producer, director, all of that. And when I realized that change was happening, that's when I started, I can be a stylist too. I love that. I'll say that I haven't been the most like consistent in it. And that's my own fault because I like to sleep. And I think also it's just like, I always want to be known as an actress first. And I know that my resume is very small. And so I can't be like, oh, I'm in this movie, in this universe, whatever. Because I'm still, hustling. But it really is deep down. That's who I want to be known as first. And then stylist. I mean, eventually I do want to have my own clothing line, whether it's shoe line, the J-Lo thing where she has her perfumes, her shoes, her clothes, all of that.
Marine biologist.
Marine biologist. I love the ocean. I love the water.
You want to be a dolphin in your next life?
I want to be a dolphin in my next life, or a mermaid.
I
would choose a mermaid though.
We can
if God was like, okay,
let's get fins. Let's go swim in my pool and we will get the fins. I swear. We can be like pretend mermaids. And you would love that. It's actually really hard.
Do you see my
face?
My
girlfriend brought some fins over, and I was like, it was just very restricting having to like swim with both feet.
I am so jealous.
Yeah, you'll love it though.
Oh my God. That is beautiful. Well, my first movie was The Little Mermaid,
Wait, what?
Yeah, that I ever saw.
Okay.
So I think deep my brain was like,
I
love the ocean.
Yes. Okay, so really quick, after talking about your entire life, what are you most proud of?
Oh God.
Or what would you say hasn't changed about you over the years? Besides
my childhood
love for sleep.
I love sleep. I guess the child in me, or the not wanting to see the ugly side of people, the ugly side of the world, always having a positive and loving perspective on anything. I that's what fuels me. Anything. I don't like negativity. I don't like being in negative spaces. I don't like negative people. I don't like, a place where I'm not welcome. I need to be in a space,
nurturing,
a loving space. Again, raised in a loving space. And I think that I'm so grateful for my family, for all the love. I was just
going to say, it all comes back to like how loved you were.
Yeah.
There
was no negative in my family. There was no negativity aside from the bickering, with my deals. Right. But that was among them. We didn't know anything. I didn't know the negative stuff of my family till I was an adult because they hid it from us.
Right.
And I'm so grateful for that. And now I'm also like, coño, get your shit together. You guys are old. Like, come on.
Oh my goodness. Well,
what was the other question? I forgot.
What are you most proud of?
Proud of?
That's a loaded question.
Well, it's because like my 20s were very rough. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm very proud that I didn't lose myself, that I didn't give up on that I didn't give up on myself.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think that's a testament to, your surroundings and then having a loving, supportive mom. Oh, cheers to that. Cheers to not giving up on yourself. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because like it's so easy, to give up on your dreams, your hope, your yourself. And I see it in my dad. And so growing up with an alcoholic dad, I think helped, realize the things that I didn't want to become. And so when I had those low moments, those really ugly, dark, when I went into those dark places that I never want to go again, and I pulled myself back out, I was just like, I got you.
Yeah.
And that's something that early 20-year-old Gaby would have never believed in herself. And now I look back and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's beautiful. To give yourself grace and to,
because we're human.
To thank yourself, love on yourself. And we live, we learn, we grow.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know.
30s is the bomb.com.
It is.
I will say that.
And I was so hesitant. I was just like, I don't know.
For real.
I love the 30s. There's this sense of freedom. You don't give a shit about anything. In the sense of like, if you don't want to be part of my life,
right? Exactly.
Get out of here. I don't need you. I got myself. I got my people. I got my family.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Well, I'm so honored that you shared all the things with me. I got to learn a little more about you. Gabriella Ortiz, aka Gaby Ortiz.
That's just gonna be so messy with my name.
I know. Gaby Ortiz. G-O and J-O.
And J-O.
I don't know. Something. The Ortiz sisters, the Ortiz twins.
Sisters, I know.
Or the Ortiz.
Do you have a alter ego name?
No.
I forgot to ask you that.
I don't. Do you?
Carmen.
Carmen.
It's my grandmother's name.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I always loved her name, Carmen. I was so mad that my mom didn't name me Carmen Gabriella. Imagine if my name was Carmen Gabriella. That's like so telenovela.
I wanted to be Chastity.
Chastity.
Is it Chastity?
You still can.
I'll be Chastity.
Let's go change our names.
Well, I already did. I think it's a little too much for me. Jessica, Jaina, Chastity. All right. What's it going to be next? Well, anyway, that was fun. Oh my gosh. Wait, are we done with part 1 and part 2 of Gaby Ortiz? We are.
And Jaina Lee.
We'll be sharing a lot more intimate, beautiful, wild, scary, experiences in the future, plus special guests.
And we're gonna
just
explore,
shoot the shit,
talk life is about,
all about life, career, relationships, women issues,
social issues,
everything.
We're gonna have some chisme here,
some fashion.
We're gonna talk about Benito and Kendall. What the heck?
We're gonna talk about Hollywood life, actress life, hustle life, working on set, and after we wrap. Well, we'll see you next time.
We're so
excited. Shout out to Shane and Kyle.
Yes, our producers.